I've consistently neglected DSOD as a world for basically my entire Duel Links career. It's just kind of the one that slips your mind sometimes. Like, oh yeah, you. Especially in my character level up series, which is why I lied to y'all. There will be another part to that series. But today, DSOD got a little love from Konami as their character's new max level has been bumped up from 35 to 40, supplying more gems for the player, some spicy new cards and some not so spicy new cards or reprints. But take what you can get with Konami, they're the worst neighbors ever. Kaiba! How about 2 more Melody of Awakening Dragon? Seems pretty safe to me, but man, my mind is racing with all kinds of 30 card Blue Eyes builds. But you know what? I think it's fine. Because of course, the by far best target for it also shares a limit 3, really causing this neutral ground with their synergy where it's still possible but not overpowered. That being said, I think Blue Eyes benefits off this edition the most, appropriately so. Though I don't know if running 3 Melody would be the play, but I could definitely see 2, upping the consistency of opening it, because I'm not sure if many decks in the game would even run enough targets for Melody to use it twice, unless they were recycled somehow, I suppose. Whew, they hooked my man Bakura up, didn't they? 3rd copy of Summoner's Art. Go Metal Foes! And Zoma the Spirit, respectively. Zoma being one of the better monster traps in the game, and Summoner's Art being an excellent searcher for level 5 or higher normal monsters. Zoma basically blows up in your opponent's face if they attack it, as it inflicts damage to your opponent equal to the attack of the monster that it destroyed. And I'm willing to bet Summoner's Art will be a 3 of in Metal Foes now. That archetype ain't dead, by the way, don't sleep on him. They really pulled out the big guns with my Burning Abyss main man Agami. Viham the Cubic Seed and Crimson Nova the Dark Cubic Lord. Viham is an infamous card. Can't be destroyed by battle, and at the end of the damage step, if it battled a monster, you can place Viham face up in the spell and trap card zone and then place a cubic counter on the monster it battled. Monsters infected with this cubic counter cannot attack and their effects are negated. Also, if he's treated as a continuous spell from his effect during your main phase, you can special summon him as a monster again. Crash into things, rinse, repeat. And battle damage won't matter either with cubic Dharma on the field. So yeah, unless you're packing Dark Hole, this card gets really annoying, especially in the more battle-centered format of Duel Links. At multiple copies, all of them on the field at the same time can be one of the most annoying board states in the game. And it's only possible with a skill, as this is the official debut of Viham. I don't think they only added it at 1 copy because it's too strong, but just because it's too annoying. Then the big one, like damn. Crimson Nova is one of many boss monsters for Cubic, but I don't think there's any debate. This is the boss monster. Must be special summoned from the hand by revealing 3 Cubics with different names in your hand. It is unaffected by the activated effects of monsters with 3,000 or less attack. You gotta get that penguin out of here. When it destroys a monster by battle, you can activate the classic effect to allow him to attack again. And at 3,000 big ones, you don't survive an encounter with this card. And even if you did, this weapon inflicts 1,500 points of damage to both players during your end phase, making the state of things very clear.
First guy to die loses!
And since your opponent was the one throwing hands with this swole cardboard box and not you, it's more likely they'll lose to that damage than you will. Still completely vulnerable to spells and traps, so it's not like a problem or anything. It's just a complete unit, and I'm excited to see what people come up with using Cubics. Man, Konami really just wants to hammer it in that DSOD Joey is their least favorite character in the game. Nice. Reprints of a completely free-to-play card available not only as a drop reward, but in the card trader as well, that basically every duelist has multiple copies of. And if you don't, you could in 15 minutes. So with that being said, I actually really like this personally. Just objectively, it's stupid. Because to me, this is the superior artwork. And only having 1 copy of it did make me quite sad. So it is very nice to have a play set of my preferred artwork now. There was just a lot more potential for Joey than this. I'm liking this Grand Tusk dragon from Mokuba. If it's normal or special summoned, you can pop 2 cards cards on the field. Pretty dang strong, but he can't special summon himself at all. Normal summon would require 2 tributes, and I know there's really good dragon support that can pull it off, but man, this thing has great value levy written all over him. Pops 2 cards, but he targets. Level 8 dragon, but he's hard to summon. And yeah, he gains 600 attack for each card he destroyed, but it only puts him at 2600. Regardless, I do like this card, even though I don't think it's all that great. And Taya Gardner. Yugi is getting this neat little card called Clear Karibo. When your opponent activates a monster effect that would inflict damage, you can pitch Clear Karibo from the hand to negate the activation. And then, while it's in your graveyard and your opponent declares a direct attack, you can banish Clear to draw a card. If it's a monster, you can special summon it and change the attack target to it. So like right off the rip, I want to dump this thing with Neo's Fusion and run Vhom, and hopefully that's the monster you draw. Boom, 1 combo already. I'm kidding, but I like this card a lot, and I will be putting it in Block Drag. His first effect is like the most situational effect going, but his second effect is unusual, cheeky, and a lot of fun. My main Salad Man Scud is getting 2 more copies of Thestalos, the Mega Monarch, who can wipe out cards from your opponent's hand. And Sarah is getting 2 more copies of Amaterasu, a spirit monster carrying one of the strongest effects of all time. Banishes all other cards on the field. However, she's a spirit monster, so no special summon. Can't be normal summoned either, meaning it can only be normal set, requiring 2 tributes, and that busted effect only resolves when she's flipped face up. Now thankfully, she has a little protection when set. If your opponent targets it while it's face down, you can flip her up and draw a card and wipe the field. In the right board state, it'll win you the game for sure, but severely inconsistent setup and just resource consuming. But once again, really cheeky, fun stuff. This is the real Giga Ray's Gandora. Overall, these additions are cool. 7 out of 10 type of kick. Could have been better, could have been worse, but hey, you get more gems to farm before Future Circuit drops a nuclear bomb on this game. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video.